Hi, I'm Tracy from Rediscovery, and I really want to talk to you about Akashic Records, what they are, how they can help, and then I'm going to read through an older client's Akashic Records reading that I did for her, and some of the information that you're going to receive in your reading, just so you can understand. I do readings where you receive 20 pages of information about yourself. It is a soul blueprint, and it's very, very helpful. So Akashic Records are described as an energetic library. It's an energetic field that holds the complete history of every soul, past, present, and potential future. Every thought of yours, every feeling, choice, action is recorded in the Akashic Records. It's not a physical book, it's an energetic imprint, and it goes beyond space and time. Now, it exists in the fifth dimension, or the etheric field, a higher vibration layer of consciousness that sits beyond the mental and emotional planes. You can think of it like the universe's cloud storage, except it's not data files. It holds vibrational truth of your soul's journey. When I access the Akashic Records, I'm tuning into the frequency field through intention, meditation, or specific prayer. And when we go into the Akashic Records, we do a couple of checks to make sure that we're actually connecting to the right person. So that's why we'll ask you your date of birth, where you're born, your full name, and then we make sure that we've connected with the right person. And that's really important. Many people don't do that. And then also we ask if the client has a facade. So if you're someone that feels you're walking around with a mask on, and you're a completely different person outside of the house to inside of the house, then sometimes your reading can get a little bit skewed. So we'd like to make sure that you don't have a facade. And if you do, there's a way for us to go around that. When you go into the Akashic Records, it feels expansive and deep love. You feel a channeling connection into your crown chakra. It's a feeling like I can't describe. And, you know, there's no judgment. And yeah, it's a unique feeling. And I hope that, you know, by understanding the Akasha, you can even learn to do it yourself. But if you don't want to learn, keep reading about what information you get. So let's get started. So this client, so I'll read out kind of I'll read out an email summary that I send to a client where I start to combine everything that's come up in her reading. And sometimes the client can add on asking a question. So when I ask people to ask a question, it's more of a how or a why question. Not necessarily going to predict the future like a psychic. It's more answers that are going to come in for your highest good. So this client received her summary, and her primary life lesson was charity, which means she's here to explore the flow of giving and receiving, materially, emotionally, and spiritually. It's a lesson often brings her experience when she must discern how much to give, when to receive, and how to support others without disempowering herself. This lesson for her invites her to explore questions such as, under what conditions does it feel right and fulfilling to give? What is a healthy balance between giving and self-care? So you can see the theme of that. Now, how many life lessons are there? Look, I channel about 40 to 50, but I'm sure there's way more than that. But they're the main ones that I focus on. And in your reading, you will receive your top 2 life lessons of why you're here and what percentage of completion you're at. And it explains that in the records as well. For this client, the rest of her profile reflects a strong calling to communicate her truth, bring harmony, and offer intuitive guidance. Her archetypes, soul trainings, and starseed origins all point to a purpose that blends healing insight and a quiet spiritual strength. When she first reached out, she mentioned feeling like she was at a crossroads with work, and that is the universe calling, even though she's not quite sure what for. That uncertainty is something that may feel that you feel just before a new path reveals itself. Based on what came through in her reading, this sense of being called may be connected to her soul's desire to be in deeper alignment with service, purpose, and heart-led contribution. If you've seen my previous reels on Instagram or YouTube now, you'll see we go through different 7-year cycles, and she was definitely fitting into one of those cycles. Her soul carries the energy of insight, harmony, and truth, and the gifts she's brought into this lifetime are here to support others as much as herself, whether through communicating, healing, intuition, or gentle presence. She's been guided even in the unknown. And then I recommended her to have an Akashic clearing to gently support her. Now, let's go through what the different subjects come in an Akashic reading. So, don't mind me reading this. There is a lot. There is 20 pages, and there's no way I could remember all this. So in a reading, I channel 8 different topics. You'll get your energy centers of training. So that's where in between lifetimes, where you're training and what you're learning, and what are the ones you've most recently visited. Your soul group origin, that's if you're a starseed. Your top 2 life lessons. Your soul trainings between lifetimes. This can be really interesting. People who are healers are generally 9 times out of 10 helping to heal people in the afterlife. So when we pass over, you can either be a healer for women, children, adults, and you help them go through that experience, helping to clear those negative energies and helping them through the process. And there's many different past life jobs that we can do, and it's very fascinating. We then do an overview of your past lives on Earth here. This part's really brief. If you want a detailed past life, there's a separate reading for that. And then we look in your soul gifts, and this is where people start to realize they're more intuitive and they have more gifts than they realize. And then we look around your spiritual energy. So what archangels, what spirit guides are currently around you at the moment, and what they generally will be around you to help with. So I absolutely love doing this for people. I have so many reviews on Instagram, some on Facebook, mainly on Instagram. And I've got one lady who said her life has completely changed since she met me. So she did come to my local breathwork and sound healing events, and then she's had an Akashic reading, and it just helped her click everything together. She's now studying for her own mediumship and psychic abilities, and her life has completely changed. And so did mine a few years ago. When I had my Akashic Records reading, it just blew the top off of everything I had been thinking and feeling lost, and something was missing. This just pieces it all together. And what I love doing is helping people with questions in the Akashic, like, why am I with my husband, and why do we experience this certain rift between us? Like, this certain argument always comes up. And most times I will get a vision of what happened in a past life, what you were doing, what the situation was, and why that situation has come into here. A lot of the times that can be a bit of a karma complex situation where, say that so this happened for a client, say that you in a past life were a male, you left your wife and 2 children, and you took off. Life was too hard. You couldn't handle it. It was back in the early, 1800s, and off you went. And she had to marry a very unkind man in order to survive. And then this lifetime, you're the female. She was the female. The wife then is now the husband, and the husband took off and left her with the kids, and she was feeling, the financial strain. So a lot of the times we flip. past life to this life so that we experience the polarities. Karma isn't necessarily a bad thing. Well, it's not a bad thing. It's experiencing both sides of the coin. And that's what we're here as humans to do, to experience love and no love, experience giving and not giving, we experiencing leaving someone and not leaving someone, cheating and not cheating. We're here to experience both sides. So that's pretty much it. I won't keep reading. There's 20 different pages here, but there is a lot of gold nuggets. And if you have any further questions or things you'd like me to do videos on, please pop them in the comments below. And if not, come visit me over on Instagram, or you can check out the website and explore the different readings that I do. It's all done online. You receive it via email, and you just, book it in when you would like to receive it by. And don't forget, I do intuitive healings, and that's a whole other topic, isn't it? So I'll do another video on intuitive healings as well. But enjoy your day, and thank you for watching.